Okay, I fixed it. I think the Twitch stream, yeah, the Twitch stream is now working. Okay. Oh no, Zakale is 100% a bot. Okay. Uh, audio and yeah, audio is working on the Xbox. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm still like getting used to using Restream to be able to stream to two places at once. Um, and I need to redo my alerts again. Um, but I felt in the mood of streaming, and I need to reset up my webcam and everything. I've got a bunch to do, but I wanted to get back into streaming. I've wanted to get back into streaming for a while. I've got a lot of games that I want to stream. Um, but I just kind of felt in the mood tonight. I just kind of wanted to. Um, I still need to get all of the achievements on Ace Combat 6 because I got the 360 um 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, specifically to get all the achievements on my Xbox profile. um I have most of them. The problem is the campaign achievements that I'm missing require all of the remaining medals, and I don't have most of the medals, and the medals require a lot of campaign runs. I'm gonna turn down my voice because I think it's a little too high. That should be better. Hi, Regalian. Fusion, I don't know if I said hi. Hi. Ezekiel, I'm not sure if I said hi to you. Um, hello, everyone. It's been a long time. She walks on. I need to turn down the volume on my own end because that is way too loud. So this is directly off of the 360. Speaking of which, I think I have it. I have it in both. It should be the same. Is it 650? Oh right, I copied it. Right, no, it is on the cloud storage. Yeah. Right, because I haven't started the Ace run yet, and I turned down all the volume. Let me fix that. Damn, she really is walking on. I hate this D-pad, I really do. So, I played some more 6 last night as well, and so I'm used to the PlayStation layout of the analog sticks directly next to each other. Having them separated on the Xbox controller isn't a problem for me. What is a problem is, for some reason, I don't like the bumpers. I much prefer the bumpers on my PC controller, on my 8-bit do. Not the bumpers, I'm sorry, the triggers. The triggers on the Xbox 360 controller, the wireless one, I don't like them very much. It's hard for me to try to yaw and throttle or accelerate and decelerate at the same time or stuff like that. I really don't like it. Hold on. Whenever someone doesn't have the stream working, they need to refresh the page, or refresh the stream if they're on like a mobile app. I'll wait for Roz, because if I start playing Ace Combat 6 and Roz isn't watching me, he's He's gonna be so pissed. Not pissed, he won't be pissed, but... let me save this again so that I... Oh, let me make sure I have a save this. Yep. Okay. Oops. I did not mean to hit the credits. Campaign. Gallery. So I've completed the assault records. I just did that last night during my expert run. So that's all done. And I have all of the operation medals also done last night. Done like most of the single player achievements, and I had done like a hard run and half of an expert run, like again 3.5 years ago when I got the Xbox originally. So all I need now is all of the service medals. So I need to, what is this? Either 100 or 200 enemies with a machine gun. I need to do all fighter, all multi-role, all attacker runs. So that's why we're going to be using the CFA-44. It's going to be an all multi-role run in this one. Speed run, I don't know if I'm going to manage a speed run. Probably 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, is the speed run. I don't know. This is machine gun only. This is no damage. This is S rank on all missions on normal, all S ranks on all missions on hard, and all missions S ranked on ace. I already did expert. But you say it's my turn, Lone Elemental Cross. Also, welcome to the stream. I've played 6. I have played 6 multiple times over the years. Not nearly as many times as I've played the PS2 games, but I have replayed 6. Like at least, I wouldn't say less than a dozen times, but so the goal is, yay, Roz is working. Roz, I was making sure that I wouldn't start without you. The goal with this operation is simple: to invade and occupy the Yuktubanian mainland. CFA-44 only, so that we get the multi-role medal. Ace difficulty, and all S ranks, so that we get all of the S ranks on Ace difficulty medal. And that's it. I might as well do the cutscenes in case you guys haven't seen them, but I mean, Also, Roz, you asked which Nosferatu. I don't have any of the DLCs. This is on my 360. So, it's base game Nosferatu. Does it even matter on Ace difficulty, though, having the Rosgriz? Because I don't think that armor improvement really helps.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Legomania, welcome to the stream.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
Yeah, it is the first,
See you later, Mom.
Did 7 have... Yeah, 7 had medals for normal, hard, and
Listen
expert,
to your
right?
teacher, okay?
No, it
And,
didn't. It had,
give the king my best.
It had normal, hard, and ace, I think.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Because there was no expert difficulty,
Yeah.
but I remember there were 3
Maybe
S
we'll
rank
tango
medals.
today instead of waltz.
No, Roz, I have to own
That's
them
our
myself
way of
on
saying
the 360.
goodbye. My husband is an Air Force pilot
I don't have the
and
licenses
refers to
myself.
fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home,
There's probably a way
I'd tell
that
him
I,
in
like,
frustration to go
I
dance
could
with his
make the
angels.
game think that I have the DLCs. The game's a bit loud. Roger.
Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time.
Hey, an Ace Combat 5 reference.
There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house. That iron giant is the pride of Grace Maria, our
Rose
capital
Crystal also
city.
has a bit more stability than the base Estevaki.
In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle,
Let me know if this is better.
which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda
If this is
going
still too
there on a
much, then I'll
field
have
trip
to-
today.
I could just shut up during the cutscenes, but it'll...
In the throne room rests the Golden King.
it'll be a problem
He's
during
been
gameplay.
smiling for a good 600 years now. The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight.
I could just poll you guys, actually.
Afterwards, they found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility. Anyway, that's how the story goes. His
Alright, there's a
smiling
poll up.
face still
Cutscenes?
touches the hearts of our
Yes or
people.
no?
The very face my daughter and the others got on a bus
3
to
months
see this morning.
subscriber, Zaikil. Love Matilda just telling her mom to basically go fuck
A
herself.
song on the radio.
I was
Seems to be a
wondering if she was
perfect
going to
match
say
for sunny
the...
weather.
There you go.
I have no
That
idea
is
what's
way too
happening.
loud. I'm gonna turn that way down now.
Awful sound. And the shaking. Was that a blast of wind from an explosion?
Sailboats.
The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
If I heard that right, sailboats, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Fine.
Attention all pilots. Our capital city, Grace Maria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I'll do it now, actually. I'm gonna check the wiki's S ranks. Invasion of Grace Maria. No, Roz, you know me better than that. $40,000 points.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Legomania, it's here and there. I just want to be sure, Roz, because I'd have to replay the missions, and on these difficulty, 6. Again, I don't know if the game is too loud. You guys gotta let me know. 6 is real annoying on Ace difficulty. The amount of sniper AA guns, the sheer number of missiles.
All aircraft under airborne command's jurisdiction following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
X. Sailboats, X by far. X is really, really obnoxious on Ace. Although Chandelier on Ace is also really high up there. Two-pronged strategy, Zako. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I hadn't heard that before, but you're right. Hakushin Vegito. Hello. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing better now that I can stream. I didn't hear whoever that new follower was. The game audio is overriding that. But thank you for following. I need to get a better stream setup. I'm sorry. I don't have, like, I need a second monitor and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. The ADMMs really melt most missions. Everything's a little far away. Let's try that.
We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion. Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, you call the shots. This is Commander Windhopper of the 15th Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert. Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
Way ahead of you. Hey. I need to turn down the volume. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to increase my computer volume, but decrease the game volume on my own end. Let me see. Okay. I don't know if that affects the stream. It does. Okay. Let me increase the stream volume a little bit. Okay. Okay. Again, let me know if this is if this works or not. The Estavakians? Come on. There we go. Yeah, see, Roz, that's I've got to pick up the slack here. I should, Hakishin Vegito, I haven't seen anyone type anything in the YouTube chat, but I do see the YouTube chat. Or I have it open at least. Let me refresh the page just to make sure. Chat is disabled. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Hold on a second. Why is it saying stream finished? Hang on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, I didn't, for some reason the YouTube chat just stopped working for me. Okay. Thank you, Vegito. I need to catch up again now. Gotta do some housework, just want to stop by and say hello. Hey, Lego Mania. Reminds me of the first time I played 6 on a friend's Xbox One, I was having an issue with the controllers as well. Yeah, coming from PlayStation, it's like having to get used to that again. 3D took the main menu theme from 6 and was shocked for a good minute. Still got an S rank on my first ever 6 mission. They're not that difficult, to be honest, the S ranks. It's the per operation S ranks that can get a little tricky. And the mission S rank is It's an average of the Operation S ranks. So that's what gets tricky. But doing them overall, the S ranks, is not that difficult. The bridge, which is the city's pride, and behind it, the castle, which is even more famous, but not the pride of the city. Okay. Now I should be caught up. Let me just put that back there. Pin that. Okay.
Watch your necks out there. Stick with close-range targets and run them down.
Yeah, you can take as much time as you want for the S ranks, and you might as well, because you get so much time. Like, you might as well guarantee yourself the S rank. Yeah, the S rank for Pasternak is really, really annoying.
Radar lock. All airborne tanks have been destroyed. Ghost Eye, how are things on the ground? We've managed to stave them off so far, but we've got to stay on constant alert. Roger that.
Shit. Yeah, bit of a waste, but... Well, the problem is I can't see my ammo count because I have the chat in the way. So...
Watch out for that missile.
I don't even know how many ADMMs I have left, because I'd like to keep one for Strigan. Thank you, sailboats. Oh, over here. What's really annoying about the Nosferatu is getting into those high G locks.
You should be able to hold out against them.
Oh, raid optics, 100%. I found myself, like, just kind of twirling all over the sky like this in 6. Because I'm so used to 7 just being a lot more stable, like, overall. So it really throws me off how floaty... I don't know if floaty's the right word, actually. But especially with the Nosferatu, the real problem is a Nosferatu because of... It's just... insane drift. I know, Roz, but... I'm too used to using it as a quick turn. I know, like, I know I don't have to. Yeah, I don't have to. But still.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is holding down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovakian threat level is even lower now. Drive them out of Ameria.
Oh, CFA-44, very thick.
New follower, Albatross_Helios.
Albatross, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I keep getting recommendations, Roz, for this Eggplane artist on Twitter. And I'm just like, man. My girlfriend has been doing Eggplanes a lot longer. They're much cuter.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Hey, Cheddar. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's plenty. I'm not in that server, Raid Optics.
What's this? Missiles?
Where are these guys? Oh, all the way up.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from? Enemy cruise missile incoming.
All right.
Damn it! What about our city? What about Grace Maria?
Shit's lost, bro. Let's get the fuck out of here. Actually, I might be going too fast. I might be going to this too early.
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many. This is Strigan 12. Target acquired. Ready to engage. Calling all station players. Grace Maria shall be
Grace Maria shall be out.
planes have been shot down. Strigan leader is hit. Are you all right, sir?
I've never. I don't know. I don't recall. I've never heard that before. But yeah, Roz calls this the Stricken Stomp, using ADMMs and just allied assaults and just annihilating them. Those are not Strickens.
You've been ordered to give up Grace Maria. Break away from
Where did all the Strickens go? Did they leave? Okay.
Militarily at a huge disadvantage.
I got the S rank, so I'm done. Gone. Reduced to atoms.
It's only temporary.
Wojciech lost more than a leg.
Meet up with all remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We can't afford to lose you.
Yeah, ADMM, XMA6, XLAA.
This is Garuda 2 to Garuda 1. We really should
Excuse you. Rude.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point. I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
Why can't I post all, huh?
But our capital, Grace Maria, has been temporarily.
I can't even see because the chat's in the way. I got 4 Strickens, okay.
Has been usurped by them as well. The nation of SN are once the beautiful.
I am not I'm sorry, I am not listening to the briefings and debriefings. Maybe the cutscenes I can deal with, but the briefings, no. At least characters move in the cutscenes.
I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar. I feel as though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving.
Oh no, that's where the
further
Strickens
away
went.
from me.
Yeah, they're right there. El Matilda!
I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago.
Hey Carter, welcome to the stream.
Night when the sky was radiant with shooting
The invasion of
stars.
Grace Maria Ace is F-22 Pegasus.
That night,
Um,
my father and I made countless wishes together.
we have the guide on the wiki.
An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit,
I can't really like talk that seriously while she's talking to.
which poured down on the land below.
But you need to shoot down the B-52s, the UH-9s,
Shooting stars that night.
and then
Fragments from the asteroid
the F-18s, and then the Rafales, all within like 120 seconds. It's like you got to do it really quickly.
In their economy. Soon after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power. In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Estovakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation. the Republic of Ameria.
Hey, where were your satellites, huh?
Our military was forced to retreat to Kessid, an island far to the west.
Ace Combat X plot. It
My husband,
also 4,
fighter pilot,
also 2.
also hasn't come home since.
It all comes back to 2. 2 was the first one to have this plot. I like the theme of 6, like the motif that plays throughout a lot of the tracks.
I walk on.
I'm not the biggest fan of the soundtrack,
I am
like,
unable
as it
to
is.
think.
Because the soundtrack is designed to be atmospheric.
The others.
It's designed to play, like, in the background as, like, a lot less than the orchestral pieces of the previous games. Which works in the game, it's just,
Has left me.
I just don't go out of my way to listen to the tracks outside because of that.
Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge.
I personally think, and I've said this before, I think Liberation of Grace Maria's track is very, very overrated.
Here I see the wreckage of a
I much
jet
prefer
shot
pretty
down.
much every remix I've heard of Liberation of Grace Maria over the original track. Because I don't think it drops hard enough. The only reason people point at Liberation of Grace Maria is
What a cruel twist of fate.
it's one of the only, like, action tracks, really, in the soundtrack.
Pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel. I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border.
I like this cutscene, I do. It does tug at the emotional heartstrings from start to finish.
Many of the names on
Except for
list,
the fucking Matilda screaming.
my compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast.
I like the Chandelier track.
Even though
It's
the station is
it's my
broadcasting
favorite
on
track
every
of 6's
single
soundtrack, and not because of how it plays in the game, because I think it doesn't play very well in the game. Like, I like the juxtaposition of it being a haunting, like, sad track in the middle of, like, this immense boss battle. Like, I don't dislike that, but I think it would have been better if there was some kind of actual action track there, because it's really off-putting, especially because of the mission's difficulty. Like, it is off-putting to me.
However,
But I'm not gonna sit here and tell, like, people that they're wrong for liking 6 soundtracks, 6's soundtrack, or that, like, oh, Chandelier, like, is wrong. Like, it's just my opinion. Same with my opinion of 6 overall. Like, this isn't my favorite Ace Combat, not by a long shot. But I'd rather play this. I'd play this a million times over playing Joint Assault one more time. Vitose is good. Hakushin Vegeta. Vitose is good.
my ears were not deceiving me.
Hey, SF.
That voice belonged to my daughter, Matilda.
Oh. Oh, okay. So I guess that was my 100th or 200th gun kill. Neat. Hey, did you know my husband's dead? Did you know my husband's dead? I have a dead husband. Wait, what? Why am I... Why did the tutorials pop up? Do they always pop up on the campaign playthrough? They do? That's obnoxious. I forgot how long the section before Vitose is. Oh my god.
I arrived on a train to Grace Maria. To my detriment, I sustained a leg injury in the early stages of the war.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Relegating me to ground duty.
Yeah, that was my ADMM in the way.
I'm now working as an intelligence officer for the Air Force. The ceiling has collapsed in the central station. From there, the city appears resigned to its fate beneath the Estovakian flag.
Ah, Fusion.
Pitiful sight.
I'd rather play 4 over 6. 4 is one of my favorite games of all time.
They are lucky in that
Games, not just Ace Combat games. 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. And that's not just Nostalgia Glasses talking. I very much love its gameplay style. It's just a Proto 6. And I think the operations in 4 worked a lot better than 6's operations. Because they were optional. Hey, Ember.
Go dance with the angels.
There goes my spare clothing.
I can't whistle.
They will not be so
I mean,
lucky
it is
as
starting to
the
show its
others.
age. Fusion. It is
What a miserable sight
23 years old.
with their children in such a state.
I have a tier list that I put together in a previous stream. Yeah, Roz, you and me both, I know.
The fine works of art once displayed in this
I played 4 near release, and to say that it's 23 years ago, like...
Even the ancient armor of the Golden King, the collective heart and soul of the city's people, along with the crown, have disappeared without a trace. I must relay this unfortunate information back to the generals in my country. They were quite fond of those antiquities.
I'm not gonna listen to two minutes of this fucking briefing guy.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
How about you get the F-16, the most basic ass... No. You're getting ADMMs as well.
Time to take off.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Roz, I'm guessing you love Sitting Duck.
Garuda team, a formation of enemy bombers is on its way to Vitose. Take them out.
Legacy is a good game, Lego.
Left.
Legacy is a good game.
Your hands. We've got to intercept those
It's not the
bombers.
best. Objectively, it is not the best Ace Combat game.
That should give you the
But it's a good game.
Where are the enemy bombers? Work with our radar facilities on the ground. They should be able to help you out.
The other thing is that this mission is, like, also supposed to work as an ESM tutorial if you didn't do the tutorials, so...
Enemy aircraft down.
Cheddar, it is the Ace Combat 2 remake on the 3DS.
Radar lock.
Oh, Sitting Duck has, like, it's one of those cases where the music track is way superior to the mission itself. Like, I like Sitting Duck as a mission, but that track goes so hard. Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
Radar lock. Garuda 2.
3DS, Cheddar. There's very few new 3DS exclusive games.
Bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here.
How dare you crash my baby?
Supplies. You can... Garuda 1 down.
That's just for you, Roz. That's just for you. And now I'm fully expecting you to crash the Exo 2 next time you play.
Those bombers have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Hey, Blaze. Yeah. Shamrock, respond! Garuda, one down.
Enemy bombers is on its way to Vitose. Take them out.
Love you too, Roz.
This territory is all we've got left. Garuda team, it's in your hands. We've got to intercept
Lego,
bombers.
the thing with Legacy is that it has some, like, joint-assault DNA in some of its physics.
With our radar facilities on
And some of its soundtrack.
to help you out.
And the story itself is like, you can take or leave the story, but there's a lot of talking in Legacy, like far more than even 6, and it really gets in the way sometimes. But the biggest like gameplay issue is like, you take the XFA-27, give it some speed and mobility parts, and see if you can even play the game anymore at that point, because oh man. I love Legacy. It's up there on my tier list, but it is, man.
More enemy bombers detected on radar.
It's unique.
Like another formation.
Oh yeah, the piston fighters are the best ones in Legacy. This has to be one of the Ace Combat tracks of all time. That is, honestly, like, unironically, that is 6's soundtrack. This is one of the Ace Combat soundtracks of all time. Like, because that's not a negative statement, that's just a statement because it just is. Like, that's all, it just is. This is one of the Ace Combat missions, yes. It is.
More enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time.
Hey, Shamrock, kill.
Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack.
Please, someone clip that.
Garuda 1, drive.
Oh my god, that was so visually perfect. Because he was covering me. He was already sending 2 missiles. So I didn't need to order him to attack and use the ADMMs, but hey Elite Kid, welcome to the stream.
Oh, no, you don't. How could that have missed?
Nice. Raid Optics, whatever you tried to send, it got censored. 92, same with you. Whatever you're trying to send, it got censored.
4th enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work. Careful now. The enemy has you on radar. Enemy bombers are almost to the city. Take them out as quickly as possible. Missile evaded. I bagged one. Connecting ESM.
What is the best gas station and why is it Sheets? Oh, Lego Mania, you've just outed yourself as
Bomber number
Is it exclusively in Pennsylvania? Or is it, like, also in, like, other states? Because I only know Sheetz as a Pennsylvanian gas station. But it is good. Sheetz is very good.
Take out those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts. Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Intercept.
That's fine. Shamrock, vaporize. Shamrock, where are you? There you are.
Lock on.
It's a Midwest chain? There are sheets in other states, okay. There we go.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Lego, we don't have sheets in New York. That's why I said that, because I live in New York, and I the only time I've ever seen sheets, that bomber is getting a lot further south than I thought it was going to. The only times I've ever seen sheets was when I traveled to Pennsylvania. I don't think I've ever been to a quick trip. Roz, are you saying Sheets is a Midwest chain, or are you saying Quick Trip is a Midwest chain? Cheddar, you don't need to say you have a question. Just ask your question. What makes a gas station better than the other?
Launching missile.
The reason that people like Sheets is because it has, like, they serve food. So,
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed down. I have to say you handled things well. Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report
Quick Trip is a Midwest chain. Okay.
action.
Yeah, so that explains why I've never been to one.
All planes, it's time to get on home now. Try and make it back for supper.
Shamrock and I are busy dueling. That's some good ground there.
The enemy
S rank.
are-
Whether or not they have the cool touchscreens, nah, those are distractions.
My daughter is alive somewhere in Grace Maria. It took me days to get here. Days of walking.
Mobius 1 crashed, Garuda 1 down.
Ends somewhere up ahead.
Yeah, we got a lot of Wawa ads.
There was no need
Up
to
here
think
in the
about how
East
to cross
Coast.
the river.
I don't even go to Wawa.
Didn't that soldier on the tank say they were going
Uh,
to
Vegito-
destroy this bridge before the enemy came?
I made a poll asking people if they wanted to see the cutscenes, and everyone said yes. So, no, Sheet's food is very good.
I start to feel as if
My girlfriend lives in Pennsylvania, and I'm gonna have to tell her that we had this conversation while I was on stream. Incoming lesbian. Do all Sheets have car washes? Because I don't think I've been to a Sheets with a car wash, or I've never noticed.
New follower, Monasticuk.
Monastic. I'm sorry, text to speech. What was that? Oh, I see. Yeah, that was a bot. All done. Oh, do I have enough money for the other skins yet? Ludmilla isn't lesbian. At most, she's bi. Fair enough. Okay. That's every skin purchased, so now I should, after this mission, the Estavakia skin for the Nosferatu should unlock.
Garuda 1, how about my... Are we ready? Garuda team, time to take off.
Raid Optics, what I'm doing is a multiplayer only run for the multiplayer only run medal. Don't worry, there will be an attacker only run.
Forces. We're about to engage enemy units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central unit occupied. Launch Battalion. Set up to hit all enemy units on the east side.
Yeah, whatever.
We've got the west side covered.
Garuda team, provide cover for our troops on the
Let's
ground.
go to
Eliminate
B.
all Estavakian ground forces.
Because it's right here.
Choose any area you want to cover. Cross
Multi-roll Lego. Did I say multiplayer? If I said multiplayer, I'm sorry. I meant multi-roll. But yes, 6 does have multiplayer, but not in campaign. The CFA isn't a multi-roll in 6. She's a fighter. Sorry, what? Ah. Well then. So, actually... Come on, T-pad. That would explain why I have this medal. Okay. It is a multi... It's not a... Whatever. It's a carrier fighter attacker. CFA. It... Streamer prerogative. I'm skipping cutscenes. Fuck this.
Attention.
Okay. I do have the Strike Eagle. I'm curious what other options I've got. Rafale. Right, the F2 was also a multi-roll back then. I got the Super Hornet. I'm not taking out the Mirage, it's too weak. No, yeah, I know. Shamrock can fly whatever. I think. I think Shamrock can fly whatever and it won't affect it. But I might as well just stick with the Strike Eagle. It's got XMA-6, it's got UGB. And it's got other weapons that I wouldn't ever bother using. Well, I say that. XAGMs are good.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Outside, Garuda 1 Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock. We are currently in a
Man,
state of emergency. Our nation
after
is
flying
under
the
attack by
CFA,
forces. Do whatever
this
you
feels
can to fend off the
so
invasion.
much heavier.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1,
Still,
call shots.
probably better. Not having to deal with all that damn drift.
This is Commander Whitmer of the 15th Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Yeah, rip 80 MMs.
There's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
All ships determining enemy forces over the bay.
What did I... What did I only hit?
We've got an ID on the invaders. We're engaged with the Estovakian military.
Oh, Legomania, I meant to say, you're right that if you don't take support, you'll have a lot less chatter to deal with. But also, part of that chatter is Olsen himself. So... Yeah, Vegeta, I've seen those skin mods. Whoa. Man, without ADMMs, there sure are a lot of targets on the map. That was too close. None of those are gonna hit. Nope.
Garuda team, watch your necks out there. Stick with close range targets and run them down.
That's the next LAA launch. I think the F-16 has XLAAs. Yeah, Ember, I finished it a couple nights ago. I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised, of course, to see how well he took to 0 after going through 7 and 4 and 5 and Project Wingman.
How could that have missed?
I don't know.
Missile evaded. Watch out.
XMA 4, not XLAA? Gotcha. Ah, cover me. Need some distance from these air targets. Which would be good, I can get some airborne tanks on the way.
Armored vehicle has been destroyed.
Yeah, there aren't many SP weapons that got done dirty at 6. Most of them got insane buffs. But XLAA, if I remember correctly, its homing just absolutely sucks in this game. Oh, GBP has been very useless in most games. I think the only time I ever specifically chose GBP in an Ace Combat game was Infinity. Because, at least in Infinity, there were situations where you had a lot of armored vehicles and armored installations that GBP was very good at, like, one-shotting or sometimes two-shotting. Yeah, it was also good in 4. It's just that there's usually a better option in 4. Sometimes. Most times, I mean. Hey, ay. Do I have allied? Yes. Of course I do, because that's what we use for stringing.
Missile missed.
Well, the problem with 5, the problem with the GBP is that it's very focused, and there aren't many targets that you need it for. So for the most part, it's a very useless weapon. Because most other weapons will do the same job. Will do the same job and also do better with, like, other things. Like, you've got the UGB in most games. You got the XAGM for homing on specific targets. If there's no armored targets, then... If it's not armored, then the XAGM will do the same as the GBP. As someone who played Infinity, like, a lot and loved it, sometimes I do feel like I'm, like, one of the top fans of Infinity ever. It was not gone too soon. It really wasn't. It did... Like, the fact that it lasted nearly 4 years... 4 years into the PS4's life cycle is nothing short of miraculous. And by the time it closed, like, anyone who was going to play it, played it, and there wasn't much more for them to do or to add. Aside from, like, campaign stuff, of course, but that was never going to happen. It is a lot of, like, content lost. I won't deny that. Of course I miss Infinity. Very much. But to say it was gone too soon, it was a live service game. Like, it really wasn't gone that soon. The only way that Infinity could have gotten a PS4 port is if, Project Aces had maybe, like, triple the manpower. Because the problem was they all had to focus on 7. They didn't have anyone they could spare to keep running Infinity and keep, like, maintaining it with events and shit. Besides, at some point it would have had to close. On the PS3 at least. I'm more surprised that they never released it for PC. Given that they had done PC free-to-play with at least Ridge Racer. I think Soul Calibur as well, but I'm not positive about that. Oh, there was a lot of cut content for Infinity, yeah. I mean, every Ace Combat game has a lot of cut content. And part of why I'm a little hesitant, maybe almost scared, of, I'm spending more time here than I really should be. I forget again what the S rank is. 40,000, so I do need the points, okay. I do still need points. I'm a little scared at the idea of Infinity, like an Infinity 2 or something, because what would that look like with the current state of live service games? And how absolutely god-awful they all are these days. Infinity worked so well because they were so generous with fuel. Would Bandai Namco allow that to happen again? Infinity was almost lightning in a bottle. So I don't know. It's something that I think about sometimes. Every time it comes up, every time people talk about it, I'm like, yeah, but do we want that? Helldivers 2 is, like, if Infinity could manage what Helldivers 2 managed, if Infinity 2, rather, could manage what a Helldivers 2 managed, we'd be in good shape. I just fear, you know, we can't, there's never a guarantee of that. Battle passes themselves are not problematic. Especially if like the paid battle pass gives you back all the currency that you spent on the battle pass initially. The games that do that are very good. Obviously that's exception rather than rule, but yeah, it's always the implementation. It always comes down to implementation. Everyone shits on Infinity's stamina fuel system so much, but they were so generous with it, and honestly, like, 6 minutes per mission, 3 missions every 12 hours was kinda, honestly, enough. Otherwise, you get real tired, real sick of it real quick. Hello, Caesar Kestrel.
Those are no ordinary cruise missiles. A fate like hell if you want out of this alive.
Damn it! What about our city? What about Grace Maria?
Welcome back, Lego Mania.
Warning, additional enemy planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
This is Striker 12. Target acquired. Moving to engage. Calling all signals.
Well, I made a bunch of hits. Didn't actually shoot anyone down with that. That's 2 Strickens down. 3. To Allied Assault. Man, 3 Strickens. That's 4 Strickens.
This is Ghost Eye.
Ah, yeah. When Ghost Eye comes in with that alert, the Strickens disappear. Or at least their targeting
From this airspace and head west.
boxes disappear. Yeah, they're still there, but their targeting boxes disappear.
We are militarily at a huge disadvantage. Comply with the order and head west.
This is Avalanche. We're not going anywhere.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the
Well,
combat
Lego,
zone. Head for the
Infinity
rendezvous
worked.
point.
Like, it ended well,
Just a little longer.
arguably.
Promise.
I've said this over and over. The point of Infinity was never how much money it could make. It was always about how many people would play it. Did people want to play Ace Combat anymore? Like, that was the real question.
Fire and smoke rise.
Hehe. Now all I need is the Estevakia SP, which is medals.
Garuda 1, which plane should
Hey, Joe Mans. Alright.
How about my weaponry? Are we ready? Garuda team, time to take off.
Smoke rock? I'm sorry. What's the context of that?
Have passed through the mountains and are still on course for Vitose. They're here. Head back to the base if you need supplies. You can land there at any time.
Ooh. Hey, Shamrock. Kill.
Garuda team.
Kill.
Formation of enemy bombers is
I can't order him to attack yet.
Take them out.
Okay.
This territory is all we've got left.
We'll get him on the next one.
It's in your hands.
Shamrock, kill them.
Intercept those bombers. Stay within range of the radar facility. That should give you the upper hand in battle. Where are the enemy bombers? Work with our radar facilities on the ground. They should be able to help you out.
Thank you, Shamrock. Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled!
More enemy bombers detected on radar. It looks like another formation.
Does it? Does it look like another formation? Thank you for stating the obvious, Liner.
More planes are showing up on radar. It's another bomber formation.
Shamrock, drive his skull, thank you. God, I hate Lanner.
Damn it! What a bunch of lies! How about that, Sovies? Don't be thinking you can get through here!
Garuda 1, Box 3.
She's not the bane of my existence. She's just a shitty character.
ESM for Garuda 1.
I'm gonna get you. All pilots, make sure the bombers fly. There's a bandit tailing you. Break off! Garuda 2 launched a missile.
Yeah, AC6 loses a point for Lanner. If Lanner wasn't here, then yeah, maybe it would go up in my tier list.
Nice kill. Second
Because I could skip Melissa. I can't skip Lanner. Joe Mance, I was not in Marco's Zero stream. I was on a trip seeing my girlfriend.
More enemy bombers incoming. There's quite a few this time.
I would have rescheduled a lot to watch Marco play through Zero, but rescheduling that, no, I'm sorry. I caught up. I caught up afterward on the VOD.
Careful now.
Whoa.
Has you on radar.
Some of those tracers did nearly get me. Fusion, she's the female pilot that you hear sometimes in the missions.
Box 3.
Did I hit it? Yeah, damage on the command craft.
Enemy bombers are almost to the city. Take them out as quickly as possible.
Shamrock murderize.
Eat this.
Yes. In fact, yes. Oh, all of them to one? That's not what I meant, Shamrock. That's not what I meant.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp.
Legomania, random single statements like that are kind of like where we get a lot of our sources. That's
Those bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the escorts.
we're talking about Ace Combat. Like it's not like there's books, you know. That's what we have to use. Shamrock had beef. Yeah, he didn't like that specific bomber. Yeah, I turned that on to see the. I had it off. I had both of the cameras off, and I normally like keep them both off. I don't like dislike the top right camera of the allies, but it is distracting to me. I much prefer 7's static portraits. But the usefulness of the top left camera is partially to see what the enemy is doing, and partially that's where the health bar is. So.
Missile evaded.
Roger. Heading over to engage the enemy.
Enemy bombers are
Nice.
approaching the city. Intercept.
I don't need the aces, but
Bomber number 8 confirmed down.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Lanner's not the only one that takes credit, Vegito, during that sequence, so. Because I think the expectation from the devs was that you would use Allied Assault for all of the engines. Clearly they forgot how OP they made their gun. So.
Box 3.
Aces are free points, but in this game, they're not very free.
Bomber formation is
They are extremely maneuverable.
to say you handled things well.
Whooping all that praise on us has got me a little too red in the face to go back home.
Roger that, Avalanche. I'll just report you as gunned down and missing in action.
That's pretty harsh, Ghost Eye.
Yeah, well, the problem with Legacy is that they were on the bottom screen. And I so rarely used the bottom screen. Because I was so focused on the top screen. Hence why I would love to see a Switch re-release of Legacy that uses 7's portrait system.
My
Alright, Strigan. Now I just need SP. And again, that's through, I need to get 15 of these medals. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 5 more and I'll have SP. But I need to get all of these medals anyway. Oops. Joe Mance, I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So that's why you might hear me referring to people that you're not seeing. You're not going crazy, I promise. I love this this scheme on the F-15, but I'm a slut for white and blue. Vitose, so YouTubies.
How about Garuda team, time to take off.
You can't go crazy if you're already there. Damn right. I call it Legacy, because it's a really good name for it. Cross Rumble means absolutely nothing. You're not going across anything, and the game has no rumble, because it's on the 3DS, there's no rumble. So, Assault Horizon is also stupid, because, you know, they were banking on the Assault Horizon name being a good thing. But I like calling it Legacy, because it's the legacy of Ace Combat. It's going back to 2, so... Locked is a very good rap track. And I'm calling it Locked because it's supposed to be locked. I'm not going to get into it right now. Yeah, the start position in this mission is absolutely stupid. There's no reason to have those 3 start positions in this mission. Shamrock kill. Thank you, Shamrock. Thank you, Shamrock.
Provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estavakian ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return line.
It is Elite Kid. It is the future.
South end of the airspace.
Meet people where they are and where they want to be. Not the other way around. Whoa! The problem is, I do need to make sure I destroy most of the enemies, most of the optional enemies in the operations now, in order to get those S ranks.
Use the Operation ID device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar display can be toggled for each operation.
Nah, Ace Combat Legacy would be a weird name, I'll admit. But Cross Rumble is a stupid name. I don't know if it's a meaning lost in translation. Like, if it means something a little bit better in Japanese. But in English, it makes absolutely no sense. which is probably why they didn't use that name in English. Joe Hobo, welcome to the stream. No, I've been on Twitch. I've been on Twitch for a while, actually. I've streamed on Twitch for years.
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion. Take them out before they cross the bridge.
Working on it. Oh, shit. Oh, I got it.
Talisman is locked on.
Stabakians look in the sky and see the dreaded Shamrock rushing straight at them. How's the SU-33 in this game? It's also a little bit drifty. I think all the Sukhois have a little bit of drift, which is, you know, why the CFA-44 has drift, because it's a Sukhoi in DNA. And I really hate using it because of that. Like I'm, you can see, like I'm a turn fiend, so having drift really throws me off. All right, now it's just airplanes.
Radar lock. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Enemy plane in gun range.
But yes, it does have the RCL. In my case, I just use the Typhoon rather than the flanker. Come on. Bye! Oh, you should be Legomania. That is a difficult S rank. There's harder ones, but 10 Moon Relief Plan is not an easy S rank at all. Not that there's anything to get for it, but... No, the Strigan livery is good. Whoa. Hey. Shit. Shamrock, help.
Just cross over the safety line and head back to base if you need supplies.
The problem isn't the jamming, the problem is this frickin' ace. Shit. I need distance. No, I have UGBs, I forgot about that. Aye. Yeah, jamming isn't the problem. I can deal with jamming, because all I need to do is just look on the screen to see where everything is. Oh, that would be cool. Imagine if you're in a jammer, you lose all the targeting boxes on the screen. Oh, that would be really cool.
The enemy has a lock on you. Shamrock, box 2.
Got him.
Nice kill.
Yeah, 6's gun is absolutely, like, broken. People love it, but people don't realize that it's completely broken. Like, fucking almost explosive rounds, given the area of effect they have. On every aircraft. What is it? I think it's the Project Wingman that has the shotgun bullets, basically. No, I'm thinking of, the Chimera. I'm thinking of the Chimera. Like... and everything takes, like, 2-3 bullets. In a game like this, where the physics are... like, I feel so floaty in this game compared to, like, 7. So it's hard for me to even aim the gun. And, you know, enemy planes fly so much. At such crazy angles. Like, in 7, I can aim the gun. In 6, I really can't. But it's okay, because in 6, you know, the area of effect is so massive. Or not the area of effect, the hitbox. The hitbox, I should say. Whoa. Well, here's the question, Roz. Do you feel, like, do you feel heavier or, like, more restricted in 7 compared to 6? Because then... like, that would explain, because, like, that would explain you prefer one over the other, and... whoa. You see, like that, this turning that I just did there. I thought there were, like, 3 TGTs left. How did that... okay.
Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet. That's one step closer to Grace Maria.
No, but Roz, it would give a reason, like... no, actually, now that I think about that, if they got rid of the targeting box on the jammer, that would be a problem. Maybe they could get rid of the arrow. I don't know. I'd love to see it mess with the HUD a little bit more. Jammers.
Thanks to your effort,
People say that they can't aim the gun in 7, and I'm like, I don't understand. I could do it just fine.
So this guy's up next, huh? Hope he's happy with my name, rank, number, and birthday. Cause that's all he's gonna get out of me. He's all skin and bones, with eyes like a hawk. But that badge, and the cane... old Hawkeyes here must have broken his wings in combat. Hey, look at me. I'm no different. The sky I took for granted now seems so far.
Compared to 6 is a pea shooter, yeah.
Now that my little adventure here with Hawkeyes...
overall, I don't think it's that much of a pea shooter. Like, you don't need to stay so long on the enemy with the gun. One of the PS2 games, I forget which one, I really don't like using the gun all that much because of, like, how long you need to be, how much you need to use it. I think it might have been 4. I think 4 has, like, a low damage with the gun. But... Seven's gun is perfectly usable. Ember, here's the thing. When you say nerfed, you have to be specific with what you're talking about, because if you're comparing anything to 6, yes, it's nerfed, because 6 overpowered everything because of how massive the battles are. No, I have not used the crazy, like, enhanced gunplay or any of the AI stuff or any of that. I haven't used any of that. Yeah, Roz is right. The Soviet planes in 7 have a slower rate of fire than the American and Japanese planes. If I'm not mistaken, that is balanced by higher damage per bullet. I could be mistaken on that, though. You know something? No. I don't like using the SFFS in any game except Infinity and 7 because the targeting just... The targeting circle just means nothing. And Assault Horizon. Assault Horizon introduced it. I might as well just stick with UGB again. Although... I'm gonna want Snake Pit.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I can switch to UGB after.
Invasion of Bartolomeo Fortress.
This is Warlock. We've got the west route to the fortress. Orange Battalion here. We'll advance from the east. This is Snake Pit. Electronic support point. Moving to support ground forces.
Garuda team, I need you to...
Yeah, there's definitely an argument to say that because of the slower rate of fire, you'll miss... When you miss the shot, you'll miss it more, or you miss it more often, which will put you at a disadvantage. I can see that being an issue, yeah.
Garuda team, give Snake Pit some cover. Use the operation
I'll be honest, I do not remember jamming in Legacy.
display can be toggled for each operation.
It's been a while since I played a full playthrough of that game.
Warlock Battalion is heading for the first checkpoint at a steady pace. Rock's Battalion is heading for the first checkpoint at a steady pace.
Damn. Got him.
Missile evaded. Rock's Battalion is approaching the first checkpoint now.
I missed. Why am I using standard missiles when there's a gun? Oh, shit. Okay. I'm fine.
Rock's Battalion has arrived at the first checkpoint. Warlock Battalion has arrived at the first checkpoint. Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
New follower, Joe Hobo 492584.
Thanks for following, Joe.
Lock on. Box 2.
Hey, Mario. Now, I did play through the first 3 missions of the CFA 44. I should actually not. Thank you for reminding me. I should update that. Where's my? There it is. I really hope that doesn't screw with the YouTube stream. Okay.
Talisman is locked on. Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground. Bandit hit.
They are all surrounding there, and I do not have a good angle.
Overconfident. That train's got some wicked firepower.
Box 3.
I love how he's talking about a train in an operation that I'm not even doing.
Keep providing cover for Snake Pit.
Lego, was that just in the what was that, Midnight Assassin mission? Because that's exactly how that worked in 2, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's not Legacy specific. That was taken straight from 2. Which is fine. Like, if I remember correctly, guns still work as long as you have the enemy in your sights. I need some distance so I can try these XMAs again.
Talisman is locked on.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you. Box 2.
Oh, I forgot about that fight.
Missile evaded. Garuda 1 launched missile.
Garuda 1, nice kill.
I absolutely hate the target ID.
Fox Battalion has lost
Like,
half its forces. The situation is getting worse.
if I'm gonna try to target an enemy, and I have the radar set to a specific operation, why are you letting me select an enemy that is not in the operation? Ugh.
Connecting
I hate this operation system.
Box 2. Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
I think that, like, you know what it is? This is the first iteration of it. And because of the trajectory of the games, they couldn't iterate on this, because it could never come back. I think a version 2 of this operation system would have been a lot better. None of these stupid target circles that I could accidentally fly into and I have to dodge.
In airspace. Well done, Garuda team.
Talisman, don't be afraid to request allied support.
Adriel, I'm streaming on both. I can read YouTube chat as well. I'm streaming live to both.
Garuda 1, you're approaching the return line. Maintain
Yeah, you don't need to shoot down the Striggans. But you do need them for the assault records.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
I think the Striggans at Sipley Field are required, though. Yeah, no, this isn't this isn't like a archive, Adriel. This is live. You're watching me right now.
Warlock Battalion is a little over halfway to the objective point. Just a little longer. Fox Battalion is heading for the second checkpoint at a steady pace. Garuda team, give Fox Battalion a hand.
Whoa! Oh, that was almost death.
Warlock Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint.
Silva, thank you. It's because I just went through Sipley that I thought it was Sipley.
Garuda 1, Fox 2. The mission is going as planned. We're about halfway to the objective. Quad's battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now. Warlock battalion has launched.
Ember, exactly. That is one of my biggest complaints against 6. Like, you have these varied operations, sure. But some of them are just OP. Like, why wouldn't you go for the airfield? Why wouldn't you go for the pocket ESM? It's all, like, all of your runs end up being the same thing because those are the most optimal ways to go. Again, is that something that might have been improved in a version 2? I don't know. We'll never know, because we don't live in that timeline. Because they chose to fucking release this game on the 360. Idiots. I think there's still more targets, so I'm gonna go for that. Yes, there are. I hear those ADMMs. Just watching them is so much fun. Wolf. You don't wolf. Alright, you're not a furry. I got it. You don't need to defend yourself, Lego. Whoop.
Bombs away. Enemy facility was destroyed.
I missed an antenna.
Quad's battalion has arrived at the objective point. Mission accomplished. All planes, move on to the enemy fortress. Ground
Yeah, I know, Lego, but you were very insistent on making sure we knew that you don't wolf. I'm messing. Hey! It was very close, and that was very loud. I'm sorry.
Those are the aces who attacked Grace Maria. Now's our chance to take them out.
Nice.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Ground target has been eliminated. Enemy fortress threat level has been reduced. Garuda team, don't let your guard down.
Shamrock? It's just a Fox 2? Okay. Thank you, though.
In gun range.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you.
SAM destroyed.
1 sec, let me get on my death note.
Enemy fortress threat level is even lower now. Maintain current level of engagement.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
Are those helicopters? Yeah, there are helicopters a little high up. Shamrock, I would have appreciated if you could have drived on the helicopters.
Radar lock. Box 2.
Ah, damn.
Chopper down. That anti-aircraft gun's history.
New follower, Wingy 90.
Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I think SK is referring to who's hearing those words. Also, welcome to the stream, SK.
Garuda 1, bombs away. The enemy fortress has just about had it. Our ground unit almost has it under control. Enemy down.
Nope.
Our self-propelled artillery has moved into engagement.
Shamrock, get in the car and drive.
Missile missed its target. Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Enemy at 6 o'clock. I have it.
Where are these aircraft? They're not helicopters, are they? Nope. There they are. Well, that includes 4, Roz. Also, you guys need to know that playing Bartolomeo Fortress is almost second nature to me nowadays because of Infinity. Alps Air Corridor, one of the co-op missions, was literally Bartolomeo Fortress. Yeah, I've already got all the aces, Vegito. It's just points.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Ah, fuck it. I probably have enough.
Garuda 1, bombs away. Anti-aircraft artillery taken out.
Eh. Go ahead, Warlock. Those artillery shots completely missed. Because they were aiming below the train. Who's my favorite friendly ground unit? Huh. Bravo 1 from 4.
Enemy vehicle has been destroyed.
Fusion, you can give 6 credit for that. Fuck that mission, though.
Garuda 1, ESM is active.
Hey, ooh.
Box 2.
Ooh, okay. I don't have a favorite ground unit in 6.
Work, Garuda team.
Yes? Okay. Alright, looking forward to it. Oh, come on, Ember. That's not a question.
Our post to the Iron
Nope.
Bridge.
Nope. I'll watch cutscenes. I won't watch that cutscene. Kentavar. Kentavar is not a metal. Base defense pilot for the Outer Coalition during the Yesavakian Civil War. Repelled Lies United Front. Deadliest Naval Squadron. Tactics of confusing large squadrons in order to single out and attack individual aircraft gained him high regard as a defensive pilot. During the war, he was shot down. Are you sure you're thinking of Kentavar and not, Lorenz Rydell? Allied attack / defense never gets old, just annihilating everything that dares target you, or you just want gone. Wingy90, I've talked about my opinion on it. I just don't like it very much, because it's just press D-pad to win. But on the other hand, like, given the immense scale of the battles, it's a requirement, basically. What's your opinion on Ace Combat 3, especially its OST? Oh, give me a second, Adriel. That's gonna be it. I don't have a favorite naval unit in Ace Combat. Fusion. Flagship Marigold and Naiad want to speak with you. Yeah, Ember, Phoenix, Lorenz Rydell, he is canonically Galt 7. Like, there's the Belkan flag. Like, I think that 3 is extremely overhyped. Anya landing UGB.
Garuda team, time to take off.
It's like story and everything is a mile wide but an inch deep. And the same goes for the characters. There's so many characters, but all of them are so two-dimensional. And I 3 soundtrack is just a personal taste. I don't like that kind of techno. So I really don't like 3 soundtrack. Most of it. There's a couple of tracks that I do like. But I cannot remember their names. The one that was used for B7R in Infinity's campaign. I like that one. But most of the 3 soundtrack I just don't like, but that's just like my personal taste. Also, fuck 3 for having like 3 different missions for taking down the Seferna. Like, you have 3 separate boss battles with that damn thing. It's so obnoxious. 2 or 3, I don't remember. But it overstays its welcome. Yeah, no, Marigold is like Chad Woodworth, like absolutely 100% they're the same character. Naiad is just a meme. Like, Naiad is a single mission meme. Revelation, thank you, SK. I do like Revelation. If you like that kind of soundtrack, like, then yeah, 3's soundtrack is good because it's exactly the kind of tracks that you would like. But my personal taste, that's not my kind of music. Genuinely, I think the international version of 3 is better. because, and when I say better, I mean marginally better. Because in the international version of 3, you don't have to deal with an incel who got cucked by a digital man. Like, you don't have to deal with Naito Ravenu. The international version of 3 is basically the post-game of Japanese 3. Like, that's my headcanon, that because the international version of 3, you're fighting a rogue AI. It's not Dissian, it's a brand new character they created called Aurora. But you could say that, like, that's Nemo, and you're flying a human pilot taking down Nemo. Or taking down Dissian, but Midsummer Snow, who used to be active in Electrosphere and Acepedia, I think he was the person who came up with that theory first, and that became my headcanon, that the international version of 3 is a sequel to the Japanese version of 3. I also don't like how 3 plays. Something about the missiles, like the homing of the missiles and the flight gameplay, I don't enjoy playing it. That goes for both versions.
Watch out! We've got a lock on you from the ground! Enemy facility was destroyed.
I don't know, Roz. I'd have to play both of them side by side to make a direct comparison. If I remember correctly, you are supposed to also... It's either like you're supposed to lead your shots, or like the missiles in 3 try to lead automatically on their own, which doesn't always work out. I don't know, I don't remember exactly what it was, but... What I do respect with 3 is how much effort they went into to create the background lore, which is incredibly detailed. Unfortunately, most of it is outside of the game, or it's just like briefly mentioned in like the search entries or in between missions. Like it's not like actual gameplay. It's not actual cutscenes. It's none of that. It's just background. Like, it's the world that they've built. They went to a lot of effort to flesh out 3's world, and I can appreciate that. There is a lot going on in that world, and it is honestly a fascinating world, you know? Having corporations tooth and nail against each other, and the idea of a terrorist organization trying to instigate that and make it even worse than it is, and all of that, like, that's all neat. I just hate that, you know, it's Dissian that's leading it. I hate that it's, like, Reyna that we have to fly with, that kind of thing. Because I just think they're stupid characters. Two-dimensional with no depth to them. Reyna is literally Naito Ravenu, and that's it. And fucking Eric is Punk, the character. Like, that's all they are. Fee is my sister, and Cynthia is my sublimation. I remember seeing this one guy's videos on AC3 on how the plane's handling is the most realistic of all the Ace Combats, and I'm just like, why would you praise that in an arcadey game like Ace Combat? Why? That's not on its own worthy of praise, not unless you're trying to make a simulator. Like, there's a sub-series of the Need for Speed series that, I think it's Shift, that tries to be simulators. Like, they're very particular about that. But there's no simulator Ace Combat game. None of them have been simulators. I won't comment on another YouTuber without knowing anything about it or having watched their videos, so I don't want to say anything like that. I just... That would be something weird to praise an Ace Combat game for. We don't play these because they're simulators. We play these because they're fun. Which is why, despite all my complaints about 6, I still enjoy playing it. Because at its core, 6 is an Ace Combat game. Like, it doesn't violate that core gameplay. I think the physics are a little floaty. I'm having, like, I have a worse time handling the planes in this game compared to, you know, 7. But this isn't a bad game.
Our special forces have taken the airport. You're clear to land there for supply.
Legomania, what do you mean by that? Because keep in mind that 3 was an absolute colossal financial failure. I'm curious what you mean by that. Unless you mean 3 was vital for the series development, just like Assault Horizon was vital. Nah. Oh, okay. Alright, missiles. Means to bring an allied assault, I guess. Ooh, I do not have allied attack here. Okay. Vegito, I already did. That video's real. Oh, shit!
About half the enemy forces are down. Looks like this will be an easy ride for our forces coming ashore.
Vegito, I don't know what you're talking about. I made an everything wrong with Assault Horizon video. That video is serious. I don't know what you want from me.
This one's mine. Enemy tank destroyed.
Adriel, not the first tunnel run. 1 technically had one, but 2 had the first actual tunnel run.
Missile struck target. Enemy ground forces are almost
Also, 2 gave us the first sci-fi plane with the Falcon. And the XFA-27, if you consider that sci-fi. Yeah, I mean, it is a backwards way to say it. Like, it's a backhanded compliment, right? Like, well, if 3 didn't fail, then we wouldn't have 4 to love. Like, yeah. But that doesn't make it a good game.
Launching missile.
That was very close.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you. Armored vehicle has been destroyed. Lock on.
One video that I do want to make is talking about how and why every game has ended up the way it has. Because it's very, very clear to me the path that the series took. Why each game is the way it is. Why, you know, why 2 is the way it is. Because you make something incredible, you gotta make a bigger, better sequel out of it. Why 3 is the way it is, because 2 failed. And, you know, there were story-based games all over the place on the PS1 back then. And then why 4 is the way it is, because 3 was a colossal failure. And then why 5 is the way it is, because 4 sold incredibly successfully, and we were now in post-9/11 world. And then why 0 was the way it was, because 5 went too far in the story direction, and then 0 corrected more in the gameplay direction, balancing between the two games. Like, there's a whole, like, through line between all of the games that's kind of, like... like, when I think about it, it's obvious to me. And I want to make a video about it because I think it would go a long way towards explaining why each game is the way it is for a lot of people. A backhanded compliment is too much praise for 3? If you ask me, then yeah, but... No, Roz, that's one that I want to make, like, an actual, like, video of, because I want to show, like, the sales charts and stuff. I will never diss anyone for liking a game. Except if that game is short to sell. No. There's something to like. And I recognize that as far as, like, the loud part of the community, I'm in the minority when it comes to my opinion on 3. And of course, like, you know, it's still an opinion. So, like, everyone's allowed to like the games that they like. I'm not saying that because I don't like 3 or I don't like certain aspects of 6, like, my opinion is therefore fact. Like, that's just the way that the games are. Like, I used to talk like that and act like that way back in the day, but I've... You know, that, like, everyone was way more immature, you know, 10, 15 years ago on the internet. Anyone who still talks like that needs to grow the fuck up. I've grown the fuck up, and I've gotten to the point now where I'm not gonna diss anyone for liking or not liking, you know, any of the games. It's just, what I don't like is when people try to force their opinions on other people, saying that their opinions are wrong and that kind of shit. One of my biggest issues with the Discord server attached to the Ace Combat Reddit is that it's tapered off very recently, but it's still a bit of an issue that if you even breathe about Ace Combat 5, you're gonna get all the people complaining about how it's the worst game in the franchise, how the story is absolute shit, how the gameplay is absolute dog shit. It's like, what does that serve? You know? All that does is push away the people that do like it. Complaining about a game, saying that a game is shit, whether that's 5, whether that's Joint Assault, whether it's 3, whether it's any of them, saying objectively that the game is shit, or that you're shit for liking it, all that does is push away people, you know? That doesn't serve the community, that doesn't serve anyone who enjoys those games or wants to talk about the games or share in fandom. If you don't like 4, for example, 4 is one of my favorite Ace Combat games of all, and one of my favorite games, period, of all time. If you don't like it, I'm not gonna sit here and attack you for it because you're allowed to not like it. But if you don't like it and then tell me, hey Sly, here's all the reasons you're wrong, here's why you're an idiot, this is why your taste in games is trash and your taste in Ace Combat is trash, then you're an asshole. You know, like that's what it comes down to. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that people who like 3 are asshole or like have shit taste because that makes me an asshole. Of course it would. If you like 3, more power to you. I'm glad that you can enjoy it. I'm happy that you can enjoy 3 despite what, like, you know, what I think I can't enjoy out of it. People having a different opinion is not the problem and is never the problem. It's people stifling others and trying to force their opinions that are the problem. Now I need to catch up with chat because I just went on a ramble. Three being ambitious.
Enemy tank has been destroyed. Radar lock.
I don't know. It would have been interesting to have some kind of post-mortem. I mean, you know, we rarely get post-mortems for games unless they're indies. Like, for games made by big publishers, we don't get post-mortems. But getting a post-mortem on why 3 sold so poorly compared to the budget that they put into it would have been interesting. Because we don't know exactly why 3 sold so poorly. You know, did the Japanese audiences just not enjoy the story? Did they not enjoy the gameplay? Like what exactly... Was there some other, like, was there a market problem? Like, we don't know why 3 failed. All we have are theories. Assault Horizon, you know, we can point at quite a few things and say specifically, but, you know, 3, we don't have that. So, I don't know. I don't know if it was because it was ambitious. It doesn't hurt because there's checkpoints. That's fine. Oh, like another thing, like I really like Assault Horizon. Genuinely. I could recognize, like, you know, all the shitty aspects of it. But I like DFM as a mechanic. Not when it's forced, but... Like, there's another thing that's, like, you know... It's absolutely a terrible Ace Combat game. But, as its own game, I do like it. Hold on, I do need to catch up with chat. And also 3 does... Like, you can't argue 3 locks Project Aces in the timeline. There's now, like, they have an end that they cannot... They would have to rewrite. They would have to intentionally rewrite it now in order to get around it. The desert missions in 5 are problematic. Winky, in my personal opinion, Joint Assault is far worse and far more insulting to Ace Combat gameplay than Assault Horizon is. Assault Horizon, I still have fun. Joint Assault, I can't. And again, I know people that really, like, unironically enjoy Joint Assault. And that's perfectly fine. I just think it's absolutely one of the lowest Ace Combat games. Destiny 2 is better to play until Bungie fucking lost their minds. But that's a whole other topic that I need to catch up with chat first before I get into. I can't credit 6 for doing something, Roz, that the games should have done a long time ago. I can't credit 6 for introducing checkpoints. Like, they should have been in before then. Yeah, you do have... Listen. It's still an Ace Combat game in some regard. That's still better than working retail. And yeah, you would have the experience with that.
Radar lock.
Hey. Fuck it. Ah, shit.
Enemy tank destroyed.
No, that didn't do much. Well, Fusion, I don't know that I'm a fan of all those teeth. I don't know that I hate that paint scheme, but all those teeth. Fuck's sake. Also, the Allied Assault really did not do much there, huh?
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
Oh shit.
That SAM is history.
X, Joe Hobo, deserves to stand alongside the Holy Trinity.
Missile evaded.
I think it's that good. It's a bitch on Ace difficulty. But I think X deserves to stand alongside 4, 5, and 0. X deserves a remake far more than the PS2 games do.
Watch out. They've got a lock on you.
Hey, shit!
Garuda 1 down.
That's what I get for saying that X deserves a remake more than the PS2 games. That's time limit, Joe. By the way, I do apologize for the ads. The frequency and number of ads, Twitch set those as a requirement in order for me to get the best share of the revenue from the ads. Watching those ads does support me. I've gotten to the point on Twitch where I've stopped using ad block because I realized, like, being a streamer on Twitch, I realized, like, oh, that's kind of where a lot of the revenue comes from. So I appreciate you watching and sticking through the ads, because it does support me. I do appreciate it.
lock on.
Oh no, it's still like, you know, Roz, it's not, it's not a lot. But Asteriel, I don't recognize your username. Welcome to the stream. And I do appreciate that, because YouTube Premium also supports anyone that you watch as long as they have monetization on. But I do have that on, so YouTube Premium on its own, like, you get rid of the ads, and I still get, like, a little bit out of that. So I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground. Enemy tank has been destroyed. Garuda 1, Fox 2.
Why, I almost crashed again.
Missile evaded.
But if you guys subscribe to me on Twitch, I do believe I have it set where subscribers don't see ads.
Missile strike
I
confirmed.
think I don't remember now if that's set on YouTube or if that's even possible on YouTube. But any support you guys provide, I appreciate so very much. I thank you for being here at all. Thank you for sitting here and chatting with me while I put myself through torture for Xbox Gamer Score. I wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't watching, so thank you.
Roughly half of the enemy reinforcements have been wiped out.
No, Fusion, I have to concede. 23 years later, 4 is indeed showing its age now. Like, I can still play it perfectly. I still love playing it. But... yeah, it's PS2 is unfortunately starting to fall behind. Fall behind as if they're updating it. I don't know a better way to word that. You know what I mean. Esteriel, I meant, like, subbed on Twitch. On YouTube, the equivalent would be getting a membership. I'm glad you enjoyed watching Everything Wrong with Project Wingman. I'm most proud of that video. Like, of all the videos I've ever done, the Project Wingman video, I had so much fun making, and I think, like, is my best editing and my best script writing. Like, I'm very proud of that one. That's my favorite that I've made so far.
That's what I like to see, Talisman.
Everything Wrong with 6 is probably, like, my second favorite. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I get that a lot. They do sometimes remove subscriptions. I have noticed that, and a lot of creators have pointed that out over time. It is genuinely, like, a thing that they do. Same with Twitch. People lose their follows on Twitch. If you guys are watching, make sure that you are followed or followed on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube so that you see, like, when I do a video or do streams, because they do remove those sometimes. I've literally, like, just like a couple weeks ago, I apologized to one of the streamers that I watch, saying, like, I didn't even get a notification because for some reason Twitch removed my follow. It literally happens. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Come on. God, they're so slippery.
Fox 2.
Nexus has been little by little improving their website over the last it's probably been like a year or two now. Actually, they've been working on these things. Yeah, their search currently sucks. It's sucked for a long time. Hopefully that'll be part of their big site-wide improvements. Roz, like a good half of that video, sarcasm. Those videos are all about sarcasm. Which, do you know how many comments I still get today? About like, oh, this guy hates Ace Combat, or oh, these videos aren't funny. Like, half of these are jokes. Like, what's the point of this? Like, if it's not your kind of humor, it's not your kind of humor. Like, that's... I'm not going to change your mind about that. The Everything Wrong With series is never about... It's not about actually being a legitimate review. It never has been. Never will be. Hey, Trainoff, welcome to the stream. I do wish I had explained the reference to an Ace Combat game with a better story joke a little bit better, because it was a reference to 5, the ending to 5, but I didn't actually visually show that, so that's like one of the things that I wish I could change about 6. I need to redo the videos, especially 7. 7 is the one that I really, really don't like. Because I made way too many errors in the 7 video. I need to redo that one. And I've thought about redoing 6. That was very close. I've thought about redoing Everything Wrong With 6, but I kind of don't want to. There's just a couple of nitpicks that I have with my own... of my own, but... I know. But I can't redo that ending. I love the way I ended Everything Wrong With 6. Because it is a genuine fucking... Ugh. It's really gross. The way they ended this game is really, really gross. If I redid it, I would keep Tomcat's lines. No, I wouldn't get rid of them. I love watching Everything Wrong With for my favorite movies. That's exactly why I did the Ace Combat videos, because no one else had made them. And I made these videos because I wanted to watch these videos. So, they're more for me than anyone else, really. And of course I take a little pride in knowing that I made the war 15 years ago a fucking meme. Because I don't think anyone noticed just how often they said that phrase until I made that video.
They've been wiped out completely. Mission accomplished. We're finally back on the mainland.
Can someone shut up the young boy choir? And there go my eardrums. Oh. No Lego because a lot of them are better.
Let's go home. Back to our loved ones.
Yeah, I know, Roz, I know. I didn't realize, Wingy, how bad it was until I did the videos. I didn't realize how often that is a thing.
I had no idea.
Fusion.
The kind of people who would be traveling to Grace Maria. Now that
It isn't a sin to be in a better game.
her name is Ludmilla. She was an Estovakian medical student studying in Northern Navik, a neutral country.
The aliasing in 6, and by that I mean the lack thereof,
Is a soldier in the Estovakian military.
really harms the character models.
Believes that going to Grace Maria will somehow
But I do have to say, like, they are better than the ones in 5.
time to get even that much out of her.
Would I say that? I don't know.
Most of the time,
They're more realistic. 5 had a far more anime kind of style going for it. Similar kind of style to 7.
Two women
But 6 is,
hopelessly in search of their loved ones.
you know, the things just happen on this road trip, you know? Who knows? Those loved ones never need to find out.
Maybe it's the language.
You're right, Legomania.
But talking doesn't seem to be our strong point. But I feel we share a common goal that goes far.
Yeah, the talking animations. Yeah, Ember, yeah. You're right. Which throws me off because I think 6, they're synced to the Japanese audio. So that's always, like, funky. But yeah, 5...
Talisman, how about my weapon? Are we ready to... Garuda team, time to take off.
Okay. Airfield defense, because that's the meta.
All planes, listen up. Our forces are completely surrounded over a wide area.
Oh no.
We've got 6 sectors of operation to concentrate on. Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
Okay.
Better move. Our forces could get wiped out at any second now. That's right. Our ground unit is on its last legs trying to keep them covered. Return to base if you need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Thank you, Lancaster. Now, I don't remember which one actually is the airfield. Is it D? We'll go for D. We always go for D. Ugh. Talking like Cherry now. Is it Strigan or is it Trigon? Literally the line right before he said Strigan.
Garuda team, initiate close range air support.
Okay.
Get out there and hit what you can.
Yes, sir.
Bust some heads, Talisman. Take care of business.
Whoa. There go the ADMMs. And I don't think he got anything with that. Whoa, those are power lines. Shit. Hey, shit.
The enemy threat level has dropped again. Estovakians are down to 30%
Okay.
of their forces.
Fuck off, Strigan. Fuck off, Strigan. Shit. like a roll credits moment. Alright, let's see if I can switch to XMA for Operation F. Oh, I feel that. Fuck you, Melly. Welcome to the stream. Working on it. I don't know why I fired there. You down there, come here. I don't know, Lanner, how about you shut the fuck up? Whoa! Got it.
Any fighters available to cover Barracuda Battalion? Dragon Busters have lost about 40% of their forces. They can't do this alone.
Never, Vegito. Never. You know what? I would probably redo everything wrong with 6 just to have more Lanner remarks. From area! There go the AMMs. Nice.
Just a little more, Garuda team.
You're not the boss of me, Vegito. His canopy's been punctured. Air pressure dropping. Whoa, shit. Nice. Oh, that's the last Stricken, actually. I can't focus on this. Well, that's on the... Yep. Alright, what do I want to do? This one. Actually, airfield. Let me get that UGB back. Alright, and there goes Stricken. Slide the banner of Lanner. I am not carrying a banner for Lanner, but I get what you mean, Ember. Hey, it doesn't matter as long as you can skip it, right? Actually, I don't need to do that. Ace of Aces in 7 would be an incredibly insane... Insanity and insane, I wanted to say at the same time. It would be insanity. Like, consider that... what's it called? Unexpected Visitor is already, like, an Ace of Aces air mission. Fuck. Whoa, shit! That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Just kidding. Possible pilot deviation. You came in at way high of an altitude and way too steep of an angle. I'm gonna need you to copy a phone number. Oh no, it put you all the way back here? Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks a lot. Because by the time I get back there... I mean, Operation C is already lost, but... Hey, Wex. I think it's extra... It's... I forget now. Because there's 6 of one type and there's 4 of another type. I think it's special mission and extra mission. Whichever one is only 4. I think it's special mission 4. Is the Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. Oh. A gung paraptapa. Welcome to the street. That was a little early. Yeah, I still need to get all the achievements on the Xbox, so... Let Sleeping Dogs Lie is the track that plays during the special mission. At the start of the mission, if I remember correctly. Which led to the fan theory that that mission is Phoenix having a literal nightmare. Yeah, Gunk. I mean, I still can't believe that ACF now has his own plane and is running basically his own business at this point. God, we've gotten old. Said the guy who just launched a bunch of ADMMs. Yeah, Roz. Yeah, he is. Well, his work is also extremely stressful, from what I understand, because he's doing medevac in remote areas, and I don't know that I even have the stomach to do something like medevac, let alone flying a plane. He's doing good work, ACF. Meanwhile, I'm streaming Ace Combat, and he's busy saving lives in actual airplanes. You know, like who's got the more important job here? It's not a competition, but I'm happy for him. I really am, because he seems to enjoy the work. But I can't imagine that that's like, you know, that must be very stressful work. Does damage on the plane affect S ranking a mission? It doesn't, and thank God it doesn't, because holy shit. It does on Assault Horizon.
This mission is going well. All forces, keep the pressure on.
Of course we'll keep the pressure on. We're at war here.
Yellow Jacket would be great in cinema sense. I really hope I made that joke. That is not enough allied attack. I must not have a lot of ground forces to work with.
Anti-aircraft artillery taken out. The threat level for remaining Estevakian forces
Train Elf, before Assault Horizon, it was either time or score, depending on the mission.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
In 6, it's only score. There's no time involved at all. You can take all the time you want in the 6 missions for the S rank. Only Assault Horizon, Legacy, Infinity, and 7 use a combination of time and score for their S ranks. We think for Legacy. Wait.
SAM kill confirmed. Ox 2. Enemy facility reduced to rubble. Missile was evaded.
Cartoon Network used to air movies?
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
Sorry to make you feel even older, Vegito.
The threat level for remaining Estevakian forces is down to about 20%.
All planes, this is a hell of a dance. Keep up those nice moves.
Have I seen the 2 Everything Great About 7 videos? I want to say I have not. They don't sound familiar to me.
Lock on.
Gotta respect inclusivity. We stand all religions? His electrical system's fried. He's lost monitoring capabilities. Alright, see ya, Raid. Debugging is a hell of a bitch. I know that pain very well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Who's firing on me? Where was I getting that shit from? That was Black? Was it really? Alright, good thing I finished the mission then.
Enemy forces have been eliminated from the mission areas.
I don't remember the effects looking like that for Flak. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, it's still going.
Don't give me that, Sky Kid. It's past your bedtime.
Where did I miss the flak guns? Oh, there, apparently. There they were.
Airspace has been eliminated. Nice work.
Our besieged unit now we not all.
Yeah, I like that theory a lot, Lego.
Who does this guy think
Because
he is? No way we'd ever lose to a bunch of guys.
because the track just makes sense with that.
Enough already. Take him away.
All right, good night, Joe.
Lieutenant, I got a little piece of advice for you.
Oh, it's almost 11 for me. Yeah.
Angels. Come on. Except I'll bet you couldn't dance your way out of a paper bag.
That's always funny.
The prisoners are much different than before. They finally have some backbone and are brimming with confidence. It must be that pilot they're all so fond of that is fueling the fires. Apparently,
It's funny because he's crippled.
insurmountable odds to help his fellow soldiers.
Go dance with the angels.
It's not actually funny, but you know what I mean.
Another defiant one.
Slumna Peaks sucks. I hate this mission. Ugh, okay.
Talisman, how about my weapon? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Give me a sec. I need to close and reopen the Elgato capture because the delay's increasing. AWACS, no, this is on my 360. Do I need to turn down the game volume again? Okay.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I told you to go before we left. Tomcat used to say that joke before, and it was my favorite of his. Hey, Talisman, save some for the rest of us. I don't know if you guys caught that. It's not a squadron, it's, okay.
The Stogies are on their way. They're not stupid, you know.
Sorry about that. Thank you guys for letting me know. I black-folded and put in the back of the F-15E. Alright, let me fix that. There you go. I'm sorry about that.
How about are we Garuda team, time to take off.
May, I was waiting for you to come in because someone asked earlier, what is the best gas station and why is it Sheetz? And we got into a little bit of discussion about that. And I brought up that I wish you were here. See, this is what I get. I screw up the video, and then now I screw up the refueling. Now I'm gonna screw up the mission. Wizzos don't get to see. Don't worry, Vegito, I'm replaying it for you. It's not a coalition, it's an air force. This is literally the air force. Wow, they're wrong. Yeah, the ads for Wawa here are pretty insane. No, Sheets is really good. I want you guys to think about that. Think about what he just said. And consider the theory. Is there a mole in the American military? Think about that.
They are charging in like rhinos, folks. I think a lot of positive things are about to happen.
Warning. Enemy presence detected on radar. They know exactly what we plan to do. All planes, assume attack formation.
No, the best that we have in New York is,
What's your altitude, Talisman?
I say the best, but it's the one that I have most experience with. I say that and I can't even remember its fucking name. It starts with an S. I don't remember what the brand is. But it's like Sheets. It has, like, they serve food too, I think.
Ghost eye to snake pit. Keep close tabs on the movement.
Well, train off, sure. But then how would the Resistance know all about the American military's movements? Yeah, Roz, you're right. You're right. It's not that there's no mole. They just have no encryption. Which explains how we could hear... Oh, okay, I thought I hit an ally. Which explains how we can hear Pasternak. No encryption, yeah. Because shut up, wow, May, thanks. He coming to my stream. I did hit an ally? Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. 9 Gear Crow! Hey! Welcome! How are you doing? Don't be like the American military. Install NordVPN. We don't know where DJ Zed is, actually. All we know is that during the liberation of Grace Maria, he's in the Freedom Fighter vehicle, but up to that point, we don't know physically where he is. Asher, welcome to the stream. Encryption is stupid. Let's give them all our info and then beat them anyway. You're not wrong. You are very much not wrong with how this game plays out. Northern Navik VPN. We're gonna go for the supersonic bombers, the Valkyries. Well, Shamrock makes it easy. Because he'll run in the way. I'm going. Oh, you guys on Twitch can't see this, but Crow said on the YouTube chat, there's a bit of dialogue that plays if you somehow manage to get Snake Pit shot down, where they talk about wiping their hard drives before bailing out. Of an E767 somehow, but still.
First enemy bomber down.
Shamrock has just enough HP to die at the end. Yeah. Yeah, if only. Oh, I forgot this one spawns all the way down there. Salumna Peak I also enjoy as a track. And when I say enjoy, I mean that I've used it to fall asleep. I'm not joking. I've used it as a track to help me fall asleep before. But I also have done that with Closure. But you say that, Asher, we are at 40,000 feet. Whoa. EA-200, a wholly fictional aircraft, ain't it? I don't remember, actually. Let me check. Yeah, it is. Although we think that it looks the most similar to a 767. But yeah, it's fully fictional. Which, of course, means that its closest equivalent is the E-767. I don't need the cover, I just put it on there just to have some of these optional planes shot down for the points. Because I need to get that S rank. Yeah, I remember that, Roz. I would not want to. I'm telling you, I would not want to do that challenge on this controller. So why not call it a 767? Fuck. There we go. They do, Agong. I crashed into one earlier.
Enemy plane in gun range. Talisman is locked on.
Was it the... Like, you're not wrong, Ember, but I think they... what was it? The new bomber is called, like, B-23 or B-24, and I'm not a fan because it's like we went from the B-1 Lancer to the B-2 Spirit and now to the B-23. Like, I'm sorry, what? The F-15 can fly ridiculously high, but your blood boils above 50,000 feet. Good thing Ace Combat protagonists have no blood. Well, yeah, but that's why they wear spacesuits at that altitude. The Tornadoes are beefy boys. Slightly beefy.
Radar lock.
We don't talk about B3 through B22. B-21? Is that what it's called? Whatever the new bomber is that they're making for the Air Force. The new stealth bomber. I'm just throwing out the numbers because I know it's one of those numbers. And it proves my point even further. Like, again, you went from B1 to B2 to B21. Yeah, B-21 Raider. Hello, DARPA, if you're listening.
Enemy aircraft down. Fourth jammer down.
And of course, I do expect, if we're still going, you know, modern day, or slightly a little bit earlier, or slightly a little bit further, seeing the B-21 in the next Ace Combat game. United States Air Force, ladies and gentlemen. As if this mission wasn't obnoxious enough, let's make it even more annoying. Guys, I can't see because of the chat. How many XMA-6s do I have left?
What the? The enemy's starting to back off.
Well, they won't get far. The chase is on.
Box 3.
15? So I'm down to 9 now. Okay.
Enemy kill confirmed.
They're not entirely useful against the drones, though, because they fly so erratically. What is the worst AOX name in this franchise? Mother.
I've got something on radar. That's on. Multiple small objects flying at slow speed through the airspace.
Shamrock, please.
Other aircraft
Get the fuck away from me.
Wait a minute. Warning, cruise missiles incoming. All planes break. What?
Oh, you're too close, too close, too close, too close, too close.
3 o'clock. All aircraft stay sharp. Look out.
Those are the same missiles used to wipe out Grace Maria.
Oh, shit, that was right on top of me.
All planes, cancel offensive and retreat. Garuda team, escort our plane.
Lego. Mother's not an AWACS, Mother's a refueling craft. Have you even played Advance? No. I mean, yes, technically, but no. A little bit. Oh my god, you're right, you're right. Mother's a refueling craft, not an AWACS. I'm sorry. I am very sorry.
How are we supposed to defend that? Their missiles are being guided by observation planes. Shoot them down and the attacks will subside. Each missile's
Thank you.
estimated range of impact shows up on radar. The observation plane should be located right in the center of that range. Garuda team, shoot down those observation planes. You've got to hold out until all our forces have been safely evacuated.
If I remember correctly, the pattern is that when the Nimbus is exploding is when they're most vulnerable. Because they're staying more or less in place as the Nimbus explodes. I love 2D fireworks. You know, the funny thing about it is that, going back to that F-35 Pro, I don't mind the F-35 showing up in Zero. For the same reason that I don't mind the Su-57, or T-50 back then, or PAC-FA, actually, showing up in Legacy. Because Strange Reel has always been, like, 10 to 20 years ahead of our real world as far as aircraft development goes. So, I mean, 2019... we have the first 7th generation aircraft. We're in 2024 and we don't have the 6th generation aircraft yet, so... I don't mind the F-35 showing up in Zero. Are those drones remote controlled? Yeah, these are actually... like, there's truth in that joke for a reason. Agung, because they are the same drones. They're searcher drones. They're not on steroids, they're literally the same model. back when 5 came out, this was like as advanced as drones could get, which is why, you know, 7 made the joke with Avril that what was it, flying trash can with wings? Because that's exactly what they look like, but you know, in no time at all, they've gotten so advanced. You've S-ranked every mission in advance? Why? Or is it easy? What shit? Fuck off, fuck off. Okay. Yeah, that too, Vegeta. Like, you want to talk about like the timelines when we're playing games where the SU-37 and the SU-47 got production? Like, come on. These are fictional games. Give it a break. Yeah, the F-35 and F-22 are both in 0. And enemy pilots use them. Not regularly. They very rarely show up. Again, you know, lore reason. It's really early for them in the Strange Real World. Shit, shit, shit! Ooh, okay. I can't, I'm on ace difficulty. There's no flying through explosions on this one. Shit. I was trying to trigger allied attack on that one last drone. Come on, come on, come on! Fuck. American Air Force, kill it. Thank you.
All operation planes are down. Well done, Garuda team.
I guess we managed to pull it off. We've got to do something about those missiles, or there won't be a Grace Maria to get back to.
Yeah, there were plenty of F-22s in, Lighthouse.
Thanks, but our unit...
Come on. Why? Thank you. Push button? Here, ding. Well, Train Alpha, it was the YF-22 back then. Oh, do you?
We've run into so many checkpoints. I don't know what we would have done without her passport. I don't think I ever would have made it alone.
Ember. I'm sorry, random squad mate. I picked the timeline where I would take the most bodily harm if someone were to cause an explosion next to me.
Actually, we've been on this road for quite some time now, without spotting a single Estevakian military vehicle.
I think Lego, that was just back when... like, they weren't sure.
It looks like our luck has just run out.
Because they haven't changed it to the F-23, you know, the YF-23, so...
Like me. Ludmilla stares at me. I can see the fear in her eyes.
For those asking why we're watching the cutscenes, I polled the Twitch chat earlier, asking if I can skip them. Twitch chat said no. So we're here.
But I've never been much of a liar.
She definitely speaks the language,
but with a thick Estevakian accent.
She speaks the language, but with a thick Estevakian accent.
Something roars in the sky above.
Hey, look!
I know it's our only chance of escape.
Get in! Hurry!
Convenient gun jamming is convenient.
On the battlefield, you have to put luck aside and take what you get, good or bad. My fellow countrymen were killed instead of me, and that gives me an eerie sense of relief. But now I've got to accept the fact that I am the next target. It's time for me to dance with the angels.
You know what I should have done for everything wrong with? I should have zoomed in and checked if those A-10s actually were Estevakian. Because I'm not sure. There were markings. I did see an emblem on the nose of that last A-10 at the end. But how the heck did I outrun the A-10s again? Shut up.
Talisman, how about my... Are we... Garuda team, time to take off.
It still kills me that her voice is a Realm Reborn Kane. I forget that every time, but I also forget everything about the Realm Reborn voices because it's been so long since I've heard them. The reason that I really don't like the anti-ship assault in this mission is because I think it's this mission. Yeah, it is. This operation area is also where all of the ships that are moored in the harbor are also at, and you can't target them, but they could target you. So doing this is almost a death sentence. It was a Marion. I checked the color scheme on the wiki. The Stovey A10 is green and brown. That's what I was wondering about too. Like, is the livery also a Marion? It is. Elder Seed Seer Melissa. Yeah, Vegito, the XO2 has been fielded by Free Arusia, by Yuktobania, I think those are the only two canon instances. The problem is that it was not finished. So Yuktobania used the XO2. That's the plane that Pops and Jeanette look at in the hangar the first time that Pops talks about the 84 92nd Squadron. Right before Fortress. They're not supposed to have the XO2. Much less a Belkin-made XO2. So that's why it was hidden at Sand Island. So there wasn't an incident. It ties into the fact that Belka provided Yuktobania with the Balkan blueprints and the secret facility in Four Horsemen. Yeah, the FCU also got some XO2s, but they're just testing them. As far as we know, no active squadrons. Whoa, that was a little close. Well, according to Helldivers 2, friendly fire is inevitable. You're right, Asher, you're right.
Enemy facility taken out.
Yeah, we don't know how it got shot down. The assumption is just... Did Lanner say something? I'm sorry, Lanner opened her mouth, right? Alright, fuck you, Lanner. Alright, the quota is fulfilled. Legomania. Ace Combat 5 literally states to our faces that Belka made that Exo 2, at least, the one that we see in that cutscene. And then, the Strike Wyvern. May, that hit, is that from me? Oh, Crow. Because Lanner is a piece of shit character. She's one of the most annoying ally characters in this game, and I just hate her.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
And we'll get to see that in the next mission. No, Asher. Hold on. No. Consider that a warning. Lego, but you see, Sly, I have this power. Nuh-uh. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, you do have that power. Belka never made an Exo 2. You got me there. I don't mind that part of the lore. You know, Eruja lost all their pilots, lost all their planes, lost all their money, so figures that, you know, they would look for help somewhere, and, you know, who better to take advantage of them than Belka. I don't mind that. And clearly I'm the authority, because the Exo 2 is my bae. Let me just be clear, in case it's been misconstrued, or in case someone decides to misconstrue me in the future and use, like, out of context this stream as evidence or something. Ace Combat is surprisingly, like, very progressive, as far as women in the military go. As far back as Ace Combat 2. 1? I'm not sure if any of the wingmen in 1 were female. But a lot of people really enjoy Nagase's character. And she's, like, as far as, like, military games, we see so few women. And Nagase is, like, because even the game plays with that. Like, you expect her to be porcelain. You expect her to... you expect her to need saving. And we end up doing that. And then we find, oh no, actually it's the other way around. Yuktobanians needed saving from her. Don't hate Lanner because she's female. And if anyone ever accuses me of that, you are getting banned from this channel, like, instantly. Because that is so stupid. Literal sexism. No, that's not why I hate Lanner. I hate Lanner because her lines are so obnoxious and stupid. If Lanner's lines were given to any of the male pilots, I would hate that male pilot equally. If Snake Pit had all of Lanner's lines, I would curse out Snake Pit every single time I played this game. But Lanner's lines are Lanner's, so I'd curse out Lanner every time. Not because she's a woman, but because her lines are so stupid. I don't hate female characters, I hate badly written characters.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground.
There's a Sally with a pink helmet in AC1. Huh. Yeah, I played very little of 1. I really don't like 1. 2 is just 1, but better in every way. 6's terrible script is like the cosmic background radiation of stupid to me, so I don't hate anyone in it except Shamrock. It's not that bad in the mission, in the gameplay. It's the cutscenes that are... I like Nagase. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a follow-up to that, but no, I got nothing. But I like Nagase just fine.
Unmanned observation planes confirmed on radar. Be on alert for enemy cruise missiles.
What do you want us to do? Shoot down the observation planes or cover our allies?
Oh, if you can shoot down the unmanned observation planes, that'll minimize the damage to our forces.
AC-1 also has Juliet and Anna.
First wave of enemy cruise missiles incoming. Point of impact is showing up on radar. Stay clear of that area.
Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack.
Grendel Squadron is a neat idea, and Northern Wings had neat ideas if it wasn't for the fact that it completely shits all over the lore. Like, the problem isn't that Northern Wings exists. It's not the gameplay. It's not Grendel Squadron or Northern Navig or any of that. It's just that it overwrites 5 and a little bit of 6. And I hate that it uses the name Strange Reel when, like, why would you call that? Why would you call your own universe Strange Reel? Asher, but which Nagase? Fair. And also, yes. And I love your headcanon, May. I love the designs that you made with them, like, very similar, but also, like, almost just slightly off. It was the eyes, right? I think you made all their eyes gray.
Target down.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
No. The concept, Vegito, of a secret squadron being secretly involved in some of the wars, I like that. I don't mind them adding to 4, 5, and 6 with that. What I minded is when they overwrote aspects of 4, 5, and 6. I don't remember that they overwrote anything with 4, but they made Grendel shoot down the Arcbird instead of Rosgriz, and they had some kind of defensive antlion in a desert defending Chandelier, which was at a glacier. So yeah, Lego. May used to run a Tumblr blog called Ask the Golem Team, where people would send in asks and she would draw responses as the Golem Team. So, like, Pixie, PJ, and Mercenary, Soldier, or Knight Cypher, guest starring some of the other aces. Her designs are so good and so cute. I love her art style so much. And I'm not just saying that because I'm dating her. She's genuinely a really good artist. And As the Golem Team was so good. And at one point, she drew some of the aces. I think it was like they had gray eyes instead of like their normally colored eyes in your style. And her headcanon was that Grendel Squadron is just clones of the, you know, the protagonists from the games. Because canonically, the briefing software in 6 was made in Nordernavik, and apparently that company is under investigation for biotech violations, including cloning. So it's based in lore, and I really like that canon, that headcanon, and I really like her designs. So you don't need to worry about it, Vegeta. Macmillan, right? I forgot the name. I forgot the name, even though I've been playing for the last 2-3 hours. Well, that's because DCS is a simulator. What am I doing? I have a D-pad. Giving myself a headache for no good reason.
Garuda 1 evaded the missile.
Fox 2.
Enemy's got a SAM locked onto you.
No, not Kildren. Just specifically, like, one clone of each of the protagonists made by Macmillan. Not necessarily Kildren. The Kildren are their own, like, kind of thing. Because, like, those are, like... Shut up, Lanner. Those are, like, factory-made clones that, like, and also they replaced the last one. Like, that's a whole different kind of lore. I still need to see the movie, Skycrawlers.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Talisman, you're the key player on this mission. Don't get shot down.
May, you're gonna like this joke. Pro just said in the YouTube chat, "What am I doing? Man realizing too late he's playing Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation." Extremely fair.
Fox 2. Enemy destroyer sunk.
What is Venture Brothers? I think I only remembered that detail, May, because, like, I was looking at Ask the Golem team, like, a couple months ago or something. It's still on Ask the Golem team. Ask the Golem team is still actually live on Tumblr. Some of the formatting got fucked up in the Tumblr updates, but so some of her commentary below the art is gone now, but not fully gone. It's still there. It's just not showing up correctly. But all her art is still there. It's askthegolemteam.tumblr.com. Venture Bros is Johnny Quest, but really fucked up. I'm unfamiliar.
We have managed to
Come on. There we go.
Our car has died directly under an aerial battle.
Sucks to be you.
The engine managed to get us this far, but it's been destroyed by machine gun fire.
So technically they didn't outrun the
This pilot is
A-10s.
from Ludmilla's homeland. She asked
It's a
if
Grendel
he
Squadron
knows
pilot.
about a name, asking if he has any information. But the pilot takes a turn.
Because she's from Northern Navik. Or at least that's what Melissa would have us
before all
think.
this, he seemed to be mumbling a name. Garuda. He's the one that shot me down.
The big reveal of the Venture Brothers story is that the brothers are clones, and they die all the time and are replaced like once a month because they're death-prone idiots. So they are children. That's Skycrawlers.
My husband could have very well ended up like this. And now I know. The one she loves is a pilot as well.
That's not how you do CPR.
As we save a man's life on this wide open plain,
Ludmilla is a member of Grendel Squadron.
how much we have in common.
UGBs? That's boring. Oh, wait. Right. I'm doing multi-roll. So it's gonna have to be UGBs. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Ludmilla, but Tosha only has eyes for Pasternak. That's canon. I said so. You're right. You're right, and you know you're right.
Tell us, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to... Garuda team, time to take off.
Yeah, train off. The rocket launcher is the OP way of taking down the Argyle. Grendel 1 has been lying under our noses this whole time. You can trust me, famous Ace Combat Let's Player 9-Gear Crow. Roz, they get married for, what do they call them? Marriage of convenience? The real marriage is Tosha and Pasternak. Why are they all 009?
Heavy command cruiser's radar capabilities temporarily falter whenever it's refueling in midair.
Oh wait, actually, now I'm thinking about it, because people were wondering about the friendly fire.
The heavy command cruiser's radar capabilities temporarily falter whenever it's refueling in midair.
Sorry, Avalanche, you're going down.
A lot of good agents lost their lives getting us this intel. Approach the enemy at current course. Initiate an attack immediately after you've made it into the combat zone.
Garuda 2, roger. Let's go.
Some allies don't die? Oh. Wait, get Lanner? I would, but Lanner's not labeled. Alright, we'll try one of the unlabeled allies.
The heavy command cruiser's radar capabilities temporarily falter whenever it's refueling in midair. A lot of good agents lost their lives getting us this intel. Approach the enemy at current course. Initiate an attack immediately after you've made it into the combat zone.
What does it look like I'm doing, Roz?
Let's go.
I'm defending Roper 1. And I'm not sure it's working. I guess that liner. Kill Sky Kid? Okay.
The heavy command cruiser's radar capabilities temporarily falter whenever it's refueling.
Aha! Aha! Aha!
Good agents lost their lives getting us
Rip Sky Kid. So Avalanche has plot armor, but Sky Kid doesn't. That's interesting. Shit, I guess Lana was right. No man can touch her in the sky. God damn it. Yeah, Crow, we were talking about it earlier in the Twitch chat. Because I hit an ally. I think it's still on the peak. And we were talking about whether they could get shot down or not. So I wanted to test it out. As a member of Ace Combat Tumblr, it's all Sci-Fixie shippers. But that's... It's true, though. Ain't Lanner a wind hover plane? I don't know. I'd never pay close enough attention. To Lanner?
Approaching target. Just stay on that axis.
Hey, Shamrock. Shamrock? Oh, Shamrock, why are you all the way back there? Damn, okay. Earlier, I managed to get Shamrock to 80 mm, the tankers, but I guess not this time. He didn't want to come with me. Oh! No, I was just too early. Except he only got one of them. Okay. Roz. I missed.
You'll be in a world of hurt if you let them go.
16 missiles, only one hit. Never change, Marcus. There goes one. Let's get the other Kodos. I just need to get the back. Oops. Got you? Oh, the UGB also gets their engines before they're up? Or do the engines come up before the... even without the radar going down? Hmm. 2 radars train off. Because they have 2 Kodos. Now where are the Gaiges? Hitting the Gaiges with UGBs is going to be much more difficult than hitting them with RCLs. I think that's one of them. Aha! Right below me. Whoa. Oh, shit! Okay. Ace Combat Infinity rearing its ugly head at me once again. I've lost it. Well, no, Crow, the thing is I didn't get the rear radar, so I'm not sure that like the engines should have been damageable in the first place. But did I get it? Yeah, damage on the command craft. I don't think I shot down that other guy, just someone else must have. Where's the butterfly master? I know, right? I totally don't read Sci-Fixie Fix on AO3. What do you mean? Whoa, shit. Okay, got the engines. We're not even close, but thanks, Coastar.
Critical hit to the aerial battleship. Enemy destroyed. Enemy destroyed.
I'm not sure that the guy just is doing that on purpose, Crow. Because it seems more to me that it's just following its path. Like, it'll just try to surround itself next to you, or around you. And if you're in the way, that's just naturally going to result in you getting smacked. You can hit the engines at any point regardless if the radar thing on those ships are dead. Okay. Is that the one last surviving Strigan? No. No, there's still a couple. I can't get too far away from the guy on. Whoa. Fuck you, Lanner. That line is why I hate her, is the most of why I hate her. Like, excuse me, I just took out the AA gun. What the fuck did you do? Missed. Another Strigon. Thanks, Sky Kid. That was my hit, but sure. Shit. Okay, technically Lego, whoa! See, that's what I get for trying to agree with you and give Lanner a break. I nearly got shot down by a Sam. Didn't we kill Sky Kid? I did restart the mission. And yeah, I'm sure they talk even if they die. But I did restart the mission.
All engine units destroyed. The heavy command cruiser's taking a major blow. Garuda team, you almost got her. We've got to destroy that heavy command cruiser. Try attacking its intersection from the front.
How about from above? Hey Lego, those aren't working right now. Or they probably are, but they're only on Twitch. But I didn't hear it, so. If the streamer didn't hear it, did it really play? Oh, there goes Phoenix. Okay. I was wondering if the UGB splash would be enough. I know the RCL is. I did that last night. But I wasn't sure if the UGB was enough. Delay the final attack. Congrats on ending the Balkan War. No, not yet. That's still like 3 years away as of this game's timeline.
Good job.
Thanks. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. I'm sorry, right, cutscene, of course. Actually, while this plays, let me see if there's anyone I'm following on Twitch that we can raid to. Not at the moment. Okay. God, that GIF.
Lieutenant Colonel.
This man was once a pupil of
That him taking off the glasses has been turned into a GIF, and also reversed into another GIF of him putting on the glasses as like a deal with it thing. I love it. I love it so much.
He was brought here to help us turn the war in our favor. Now that he has been promoted to captain of the Strigan team, he is sure
Goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. I'm sorry, Crow. What? I have never, ever heard that phrase.
Don't leave your baggage. It may be uncomfortable, but keep it hidden behind your back.
Huh?
Which pocket has a chocolate bar in it? All of them.
I asked him.
He has 10 chocolate bars on his person.
Know him? My sole reason of being sent here was to fight him.
He smiled to hide the rage within him. That should have been my
That's also been turned into a meme.
fire. But things have changed.
And that's what happens when you get an ADMM to the
This man
face.
is about to
Wojciech.
step into the world I once knew. My days in this sky are behind me now. The bitter taste of loneliness is all I have left.
I'd eat. Oh my god, Lego. Oh my god. Train Elf, I think, there were other operations going on across the continent, so Vampire Team could have very well been stationed behind the front lines. But everyone, that will be it from me for tonight, because I didn't realize how late it was getting, and I do feel tired, so... Thank you all for watching. I don't know if I'll stream again tomorrow, we'll see when I get back to this. I do want to continue streaming these runs on YouTube and Twitch, because I've said I'm not the biggest fan of 6, so it helps having people to talk to. Because that's still only half of one of the runs that I still need to do, because I still need the attacker run, and I need to do the speed run, and I need to do gun only, and I need to do damageless. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.